The Birthplace of Country Music announcing this year's Rhythm and Roots reunion is canceled, but there is hope for ticket holders. News 5's Christy Calcagno joining us from the Birthplace of Country Music Museum with details. Christy.
That's right, Julie. This decision does not come easy for the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. Leah Ross, who is the executive director, made the announcement this morning right here at the museum. But like you mentioned, there is still hope, Leah says, for not only the museum, but also for ticket holders. Now, of course, this year marks the 20th anniversary of Bristol's Rhythm and Roots reunion, with dozens of artists already lined up to perform. But with the cancellation of the event, it will be a financial hit for the museum. There are 3 options for ticket holders. However, the first one is to defer your ticket to the 2021 festival. The second is to get a full refund. And the third is to donate ticket purchases back to the museum to help funding and planning for next year's festival.
There's always better opportunity. Anything, something happens, you always look at how can I make that better and what are my opportunities. So we are definitely evaluating those, and I think that, like always, we'll do it bigger and better than we ever have before.
Definitely bigger and better. Plans are already in the works for next year. Now, coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear how your donations back to the Birthplace of Country Music Museum could get your name on a wall of heroes. Reporting live in Bristol, Virginia, Christy Calcagno, News 5 WCYB.
And another major event falling to the coronavirus. The Birthplace of Country Music announcing this year's Rhythm and Roots reunion has been canceled. It is a big fundraising event for the museum, and it brings hundreds of thousands of people to our area. News 5's Christy Calcagno joins us live from the Birthplace of Country Music Museum with how you can donate to a good cause. Christy.
Yeah, that's right, Julie. This decision did not come easy for the Birthplace of Country Music Museum today. Now, the Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion brings thousands of people from across the country right here to the streets of Bristol. Now, Executive Director Leah Ross says the museum, as well as local businesses in the area, will take a major financial hit on top of the struggles already from the COVID-19 pandemic. But this year, they're giving ticket holders a chance to help by becoming a 2020 Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion hero.
We ask that you please give serious consideration to donating your tickets to help mitigate the financial stress on our organization and to help us ensure the same quality of event you have grown to love in 2021.
All right, so here is how you become a 2020 Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion hero. So if you donate your ticket back or you make a cash donation of at least $75 to the Birthplace of Country Music, you will receive a permanent plaque in the museum, recognition on the festival's website, and of course, also in next year's program guide. And of course, there is so much more. And as I mentioned, multiple businesses here in downtown State Street are really always looking forward to the thousands of people who make their way onto the streets here. So coming up at News 5 at 6, we'll talk about how local business owners are affected by the news. Reporting in Bristol, Virginia, Christy Calcagno, News 5 WCYB.
Another major event in the Tri-Cities falls to the coronavirus. The Birthplace of Country Music announcing this year's Rhythm and Roots reunion has been canceled. News 5's Christy Calcagno joins us live with more on how it will impact local businesses.
That's right, Julie. The streets here in downtown Bristol will be much quieter in September after the announcement that this year's Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion has been canceled. However, there is still some hope for not only the museum, but concert goers, ticket holders, and local businesses here on State Street that rely on tourism.
We are here today to announce the cancellation of the 2020 Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Music Festival.
The decision made after a rise in COVID-19 cases in our region.
We will miss seeing our streets filled with people who come here to have a good time. And we hope that you still support us and are here next year and maybe bring someone new to introduce them to the most wonderful reunion there is.
The music festival is one of the largest in our area, bringing thousands of people to the streets of Bristol.
You are, nobody cares.
It's also a boost in sales for many downtown businesses.
I just hated to hear that they had canceled. I kind of thought that
it might end up that way. So kind of, not a big shock, but I did hate to hear it.
Delta Blues opened just in time for last year's Rhythm and Roots. Co-owner Buddy Cap says he was looking forward to showcasing the menu.
So there was things that we had to kind of do quickly, and we had time to kind of check things out and see what we could do better. And this year we were prepared and we were ready. So we're a little disappointed.
The festival is not only a boost in sales for his business, but for the downtown economy.
So that's how we looked at it. We'll still just cruise right along like we always have, but we won't have that extra little boost that we were expecting. So
We're just hoping and just praying that things get back, so we can enjoy people again, hugs.
Now, next year's Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion dates have been scheduled. They will now be September 10th through 12th, and the museum hopes that all of the artists from this year will return to the stage next year. In Bristol, I'm Christy Calcagno, News 5 WCYB.
Christy, thank you.